Hello, amazing people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you all doing? Hope you're all doing good today. Today, guys, I'll be showing you how to make this very beautiful balloon skirts. And I'm working with these two fabrics. One is the main fabric, the plain pink, while the black is going to serve as the lining. Now, this is a satin fabric. You can use any fabric of your choice. The major measurement we need here is the length of the skirt and also the width. And in the width, I'm using the biggest circumference. Now let's work with the length. For the length, I want the length of my skirt to be 21. So I'm going to take away 2 inches for the band, which is what I'm going to be using there. I already have that kept aside. Now, taking away 2 inches from the 21 inches length, which means I will have 19 inches. But I'm still going to add extra 2 inches again. Now, that 2 inches is going to serve what as the folding, okay? Because I'm going to be using a lining, okay? So, which means 2 inches extra plus the actual 19 inches I have here, I will still have what 21 inches. Well, why for the lining is going to be what 19 minus 2, and that is 17. I hope you understand. So whatever you're using for your main fabric, you minus 2 inches from that, and that is what you're going to use what for your lining. I hope you get. Okay, so that's it, right? Yes. So here we have 21 inches for the main fabric. Don't forget we're adding extra 2 inches. Okay, yes, because of the folding. And of course, as we forge ahead, I also realized that instead of adding 2 inches, I've added extra 3 to 4 inches extra. Okay, as we go ahead, you understand why I said that. But let's move forward. Now for my width, now I'm using the biggest body circumference here, which is the hip, and the hip is 30. Now for the lining, it's going to be 30 inches plus extra 10 to 15 inches. Okay, 30 plus extra 10 to 15. So the extra I have here is about 14 inches. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use for my lining there. While for the main fabric, the width is going to be what? The hip circumference multiplied by 3.5 to even 4 inches. That's much. You can even use 3 inches though, but the more voluminous it is, the better, to give you that what very good balloon effect. Okay, yes. So you can see I'm trying to show you now that I have my 30 inches. I'm counting it. This is the second one, then there's another 30 inches. This is the third, then with an extra. Okay, so I have over 3.5. Okay, that's my 30 inches multiplied by 3.5. That's what I have here. Okay, to give it that very full effect, to create that balloon effect. I hope you understand. Yes, so that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to go ahead and start pleating. Now, I'm going to start with the lower part. So in this case, anywhere can serve as your lower part now. So I'm going to pleat now to what we have on our lining. Either you run a gather stitch or you make your very tiny pleats all the way to fit into what the width of this your lining. I hope you understand. So if you're doing a gather stitch, you do a gather stitch and pull together to fit into the width you have there, or you can decide to pleat on the lining, or you can also decide to pleat separately on the fabric then before you now sew it to the lining, whichever one works for you. Okay, yes. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pleating separately, then after that I will now sew it to the lining. Just make sure that it fits to the exact width you have there, but don't forget also to start 2 inches away, because we're going to be having a zipper. So 2 inches from the edge. You can see what I'm demonstrating. You go ahead and start pleating all the way till you get to the end of the other side and also leave 2 inches. Okay, yes. So I'll just go ahead and finish this up, then I'll come back to show you the next step. And so when I was done, you can see what I have here. You can see, and do not forget that this was done right side to right side. Please take note of that. Right side to right side. So you can see I've pleated this on the lining. You can see what we have here all the way. You can see this now. All right, so this is what we have. Now you can see now that the lining what is, of course, it's really obvious that it's shorter, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is to go ahead and bring the lining to match up with the main fabric. Don't forget, this is still placed right side to right side, just the way we sewed. So you are bringing the lining to match up with the main fabric. By doing that, you can already see that push up. Okay, so this is showing you that extra 2 inches you added. Then you do the same thing on the other side. So you are just bringing it together, then you go ahead and sew straight stitch about 0.5 inches. So that's just what we're going to do. Just go ahead and sew. All right, so I'll go finish this up. After that, you turn it to the other side. I'll be back. And when I was done sewing, this is what we have. You can see this now. You can see I've made my stitch. So I'll just go ahead and turn this out to the right side. So you can see this now. All right, so this is what we have. So remember, I mentioned that instead of adding extra 2 inches, I should have added more. Okay, so if I'm going to be doing this again, I will not just add extra 2 inches, I'll be adding extra 4 inches. Okay, because not only are you going to have that turnover, the balloon effect is also going to make your skirts a little bit shorter. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Right, so instead of adding extra 2 inches, you add what, 4 inches. But let's still forge ahead. Now what we're going to do next now is we're going to be creating a pleat now on this upper part. Remember, on the lower part we pleated it to fit the lining, but this upper part we are now pleating it what, to the waist circumference. Okay, to the waist circumference. So I'm going to be pleating my main fabric separately and my lining separately before sewing it together. You can, I hope you understand. Okay, yes, so you're going to pleat it what, to the waist circumference, and don't forget to leave 2 inches what, for the zipper space. So what I did here was to run a gather stitch here. So all I did was to go ahead and pull. On the lower part I pleated, but on this upper part I did a gather stitch. You can see. So all I did, just take your time. You require some patience doing this because the fabric is quite long. So you just keep pulling to the waist circumference. Okay, so once you achieve this, just make your necessary adjustments by fitting in the gathers effectively. So once I'm done, then I'll go ahead to measure to be sure that I have the required waist measurements. And also don't forget to leave 2 inches straight on both ends for the zipper space. Okay, so you do that for the main fabric and for the lining as well. So now that I've achieved that, all I need to do now is to go ahead and join both the fabric and the lining together. I'll just go ahead and join, and then I will sew it all together. You can see what I'm doing. Just go ahead and match it up like so. Then I'll go ahead and make a sew. Okay, yes, so I'll go finish this up now, and of course when I'm done I'll come back to show you the next step. And here guys, you can see I've gone ahead to done that. There was a lot of edges there, rough edges there, which I've also cleaned up. You can already see that our skirt has come alive. You can see this now looking all beautiful. Now you can see the inside. You can see why I said I will add extra 4, because the pull up is looking like more than that 2 inches, because this is the effect of that balloon. Okay, so at the end of the day it will make your length to be shorter. I hope you understand. Now the final thing to do now is to sew my band. So I'm going to be sewing from the wrong side. Just go ahead and sew from the wrong side. I'm just using my pin to demonstrate a bit. You can see once you sew your lining like to this, once you sew your band from the long side, then you go ahead and bring it all to the right side. Just make a fold about 0.5, bring it to the right side, then you go ahead and top stitch. You can already see how this is looking, and that is it guys. Once you're done, go ahead now and fix the zipper at the back, and this skirt is ready. That is it guys on how to make this very beautiful one. Thank you so much guys for joining me here today, and I hope you do find this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends and sewing communities. I'll really appreciate this a lot. So I'll be seeing you on my next tutorial. And also be reminded that aside tailoring, I make and sell fashion accessories both in wholesales and in retails, where you have your hair bonnets of different styles and different designs, tote bags, both plain, both Ankara, normal tote bag, the regular size, the maxi, the padded with lining and zipper and inner pockets. You know, there's the hairband, slip rope, you know, scrunchies, turbans. There's a whole lot of fashion accessories we do at Fashion Partner So Fashion to sell, and these are very, very what gifting items. Okay, and also the branding part and the customization. So I do DTF printing. Okay, so if you want us to brand it with DTF printing, we're going to what do that for you. All right, yes, and of course I do have a DTF printing online class that is already ongoing as well. So you see the flyers at the end of this tutorial to get what your full information. Okay, don't forget to share this information to a lot of people that will find this helpful. This is a very good way of making what an extra income. See you on the next one.